All right, so welcome to Hear Me Out. I am your host, Missy.
I'm Adam. Came up with that name. I'm not going to tell anyone why I came up with it like that. But we'll find out eventually.
Okay. And yeah, did I already say welcome to Hear Me Out? But I don't know.
This is Hear Me Out, place for hot takes, opinions that no one wants to hear, and arguments that no one has time for.
Actually, though. Okay. You want to go first?
Nah, you go first.
All right. First question. NFTs are a waste of time.
That's a really old question. I feel like them shits are already kind of came and went.
So you feel like anyone that did invest in it was pretty much it was just waste?
It's not really an investment thing. It was like a thing of it was a thing for rich motherfuckers that wanted to promote Bitcoin. They were like, oh, look, we got something you could pay Bitcoin, and it's like a permanent piece of art.
Yeah.
So NFTs were more like artworks that were digital, but you buy one and you're the only one that can have it. So obviously every rich person is like, yeah, look at me, I got my NFT. Tyler the Creator has a cool ass NFT, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So you don't think any point that's gonna resurface and just suddenly be worth a lot of money?
I think
even if it's 20 years from now.
If I were to have a big brain idea, I was sitting in a Shark Tank, I would say the next social media platform should integrate NFTs, because then a lot of celebrities bought them and shit like that. It's you pop up, you got the NFT. I want to say there's no reason for it, but there never really has to be a reason for anything. Hey, I got a cool little monkey with a...
Yeah, wait, so with NFTs, even if you post, it doesn't matter if, someone's just
yeah, it's an image you can't, save.
Okay, but...
So, only the person who has it can, save it. I don't know how they regulate it or nothing like that.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a completely, you're the only one that has this image.
Okay.
No one else can get it.
Okay. Word.
What I got? Meeting someone through a dating app is less meaningful than meeting them in person. That's a real question.
I don't know. Because, alright, hear me out. Ask me that maybe a year or two ago. I would have been yeah, no. I prefer to meet in person. Only because it's just not social media is a facade, but it is. You don't see me on my day to day,
I don't really believe anyone off of their social media.
Yeah, that's the best part
of me. I kind of just view social media as just some fun shit I do.
Yeah, and I be bullshitting on my story. I be chatting, alright, cool. But as far as posting, so a dating platform, you're just seeing the pictures I want you to see. They're gonna be the best. You know what I mean?
They don't even have to be the best.
You know what I mean?
I don't try and post my best photos just because
And I don't use dating sites because also I downloaded Tinder and everyone on there just was white men. I'm oh.
You gotta find a different area.
Yeah, no, for real.
No, actually, no. I don't know why. I think it's more of a thing of
I was in college, so also in the area.
Not even that, but not white men or white. I feel it's more popular.
Yeah,
for
I just don't.
White people.
Yeah, and also
and you're in college and shit.
Hookup culture is also very much a thing. So when you're on a dating app, it's pretty much expected. Oh, you're attracted to me and I'm attracted to you. So what we gonna do? And just
Yeah, because you're only attracted off of the pictures.
Exactly.
It's not anyone's really reading it.
Yeah, just because I thought you look good and I was down to spend some time, see what the vibe was, doesn't mean now something's bad.
Wait, that brings a question. So you had a Tinder profile, right?
Yeah, and the reason I started it was honestly to first start promoting my social media hair stuff. Cause I'm okay, between clicks and shit, people. No, it was a thing on Facebook where apparently you your profile would get mad views, and it worked out. And then I went, and this is why I said I don't know, because then I went to Texas. I'm I don't know nobody. I was out here for a month. I'm not going to the bars by myself. I'm not going out at night. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. So, like,
I have two things. First off, it's kind of crazy that you're using a dating app to promote your business. Because, like, I just lie to motherfuckers' face.
Yeah.
But
link right there.
Hold on. Irregardless, why did I even ask you that question to begin with? Oh, I was going to ask.
What?
Because I said no one reads the bios. I was like, I feel like girls like to play like, oh, if you got like some like creative shit. Like, I'm a little. That's not true. I don't think y'all is reading the bios either.
I was reading the bios, but I like to read. I don't know. I like the corny shit. Be like, you funny. Like, I'm not gonna message you, but like.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. I see what you did there.
Guys,
don't put nothing in your Twitter bio or your fucking Tinder bio. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not like an online dater anyways. I'm not looking for love on, like Tinder and shit.
I don't really think online dating is...
Yeah, so like I said, I would have preferred,
efficient.
Actually catching me outside in my day-to-day. Like, yeah, but like now it's like,
I just think maybe like cool. Having access to everyone that you don't talk to on a normal basis is kind of weird. Like, before the whole social media, it's like, alright, I meet a chick at my job, we vibing at work, like, she my work wife, oh, fine, we start dating type shit. Like, or I meet someone in the neighborhood, or like, you always are meeting someone in like a very immediate area to yourself. And it's like, when that's happening, you have no choice but to like get to know them. In like when you work with someone, you have no choice but to get to know them in like a stressful scenario.
Okay.
Which you're never gonna get from fucking texting someone on an app and then going out for a date.
Yeah.
A extremely set up date. Like
it's
more efficient to try and get to know someone through like other means than direct dating.
Yeah, that makes a complete sense. Yeah.
And even if it's kind of manipulated, it's like people aren't gonna act their normal selves around you. Like, they're gonna put on an act. So you kind of gotta judge people off of how they act around other people, not how they act around you. That card turned into a lot of knowledge. What's the next
I'm like, lay that down. I'm like, word. There shouldn't be a 2-term limit for presidents.
What a great question. What a great question. I honestly feel like Trump's tenure has felt like 2 already, so I have no idea how he's running for what to me feels like a 3rd time. Maybe it's just a trauma, but no. Yeah, the whole point of us having terms is so that there's no type of monarchy or dictatorship for someone that's in office for a long amount of time. And that's all. Yeah. Do I want to segue?
Segue.
Yeah.
Do it.
The whole problem with Trump being voted in right now is everyone's fear. I'm hearing is mainly everyone's fear in this, what I'm going to call Freedom 25, because I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but that's the thing from Trailer Park Boys. Freedom 25 is basically this act that makes no sense. And it basically says you can basically rig voting. Like, altering voting in certain essences is okay. That's what that act will change. There's probably more things to it. But long story short, it's an act that basically gives one person too much power.
Okay.
And it's like, when I first heard about it, I kind of brushed it off to the side because I'm like, that sounds so contrary to the American government system, where it's like, okay, democratic, we talk, da-da-da-da-da. And everyone votes on what we agree on. But that's everyone's fear, is that Trump will get voted in and that's what they'll issue. I'm hearing on the opposite side that that's also a bit of propaganda because apparently between the Democrats and the Republicans, there's a list of wants and needs, basically. So each one has a big list that they kind of keep secret of what they want to put on. And basically, some people are saying that I think Camilla is Democratic, he's Republican. So they're saying the Republicans in their list have that in there. And on those lists, there's nothing saying that those are actually possible. They're just fucking bombastic ideas that these guys want to have because they're crazy dudes in power. So the people on the opposite side are basically saying like, yeah, like that's on the list and they're pulling it. You feel me? They're pulling it basically saying this is what they want. In order to like make it seem like they want to do all these bad things, so don't vote for them. When in reality, I'm not sure Trump, yes, he is on the Republican Party, but if there's a reason we don't trust Trump, and if it's for that reason that I also can't trust Trump. We don't trust him because he kind of fucks over everyone in the name of business. However, if that's how he operates, I would love for him to let the Republicans vote him in and then fuck him over with business. Because at the end of the day, the presidential candidate doesn't matter. It's these people in the back, that the Republicans, the Democrats, these like small-time politicians that no one knows the name of. It's those guys that like want things and want these nasty little things and la-di-da-di-da. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the president is just their foreperson to try and get it done. It's like having an artist on a label that you manipulate to try and...
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm just thinking...
Don't get me wrong, we still don't trust Trump.
No, facts, but you're saying like... Even though this is what they theoretically want and it may not be feasible, how do you know, but like what if they had a point where they decide like it doesn't matter if we no longer have your business because we're okay with just our money. You know what I mean?
As in the rich people up top?
Yeah, because, like, let's say, like, oh, we're just thinking, oh, like, it just, you know, some little thing. They're not fully thinking about that, whatever, and now he's voted in, and now that possibility is there. And even, let's say it's voted on, and it's not right, but now niggas lie because now...
That's also why, so, like, at the end of the day, I guess I have to say out of fear, still couldn't bring myself to do anything like vote for Trump because I just can't trust that eventuality. I hear good things, I hear bad things, I hear stupid things, I hear smart things, but it's like at the end of the day, Trump would have to make a very, very big like alteration to what he's doing and how he's moving for me to then be like, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. You feel me? Because otherwise I can't put past all the random like dumb. You just said too much shit over the years and it's not crack-a-lacking with me.
So how do you think social media has affected political debates? Because, you know, it's always been a thing. It's always been on the news and all that. But, like, I feel like it's caused a lot more people to be aware of things actually being said. But I also feel like not everyone's having an opinion even if they don't fully know what each party is standing for. Like, do you get what I'm asking? Like,
yeah. No,
do you think social media should be part of it? Because I was also thinking, like, the whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, and like what she perform? I don't know, some
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what does that have to do? And it's like, I guess like when I first saw the outfit, I'm like, okay, I can get past why
I liked when she
this is the outfit because it makes sense.
It was like a blue pantsuit that was like a crop top.
Yeah, I was like,
and I didn't mind that.
Yeah, I was like, that's on brand. I see the vision heard you.
Because you're still Meg.
And exactly. So don't switch up.
Own,
yeah.
You didn't need to be shaking.
Throwing that thing. I said, all right, hold up. Hold up. So it's just like, at what point, like...
I think it's a problem mainly just because I think politics are grown folk talk. Mm-hmm. And social media isn't a grown folk place.
It ain't. Well...
It isn't. It doesn't matter because nothing but immaturity prevails on the internet.
So you think children belong on the internet?
No, but I'm saying when you're on the internet, you can take whatever stand you want. However, immaturity will always prevail.
But that's still a grown folk place, though.
No, that's why it's not. Because you can present a real topic as much as you want to the internet, but there will always be someone who's not willing to actually like.
It don't matter. I still feel like
it seriously.
I still feel like it's a grown folk. Cause that's the same. That's like saying, okay, now the bar is not a grown folk place. Like you get bullshit's probably gonna happen.
No, the bar's not a grown folk place though because. Yeah, immature things can happen everywhere. Yeah, valid. But the bar has less of a chance because it's not children drinking; it's adults drinking.
Yeah, but you expect the bullshit to go on.
When I put a post out on social media, I'm putting a post out with the intention of only self-aware, politically available adults to respond. However, the only response I get is Kamala Harris is lit. Suck my... You feel me? So it's like... I'm not... You can't come to the internet with an intelligent political debate and expect every single person to be on the same page. And then once other people are responding with the BS, now everyone's getting muddled, and it's like it's not a place for it. Even if you wanted to put it on the internet, your social media pages aren't a place for it.
Okay.
Social media needs to remain not a joke, but it needs to remain what it is. Like it's good for marketing and jokes. But like, it's not good for serious debate because politics. One of the parties definitely feels like this in the way of, like the general public isn't smart enough to deal with the most conversations. Mm-hmm. And in a way, it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Some of y'all aren't ready to have certain conversations. However, that doesn't mean you should be excluded from said conversations. That's why politics being on the news makes the most sense because if you want to tune in, you can tune in. But you can never respond to what these people... your choice is to take all the information from all the media outlets and formulate your own response and then put it on the ballot, push it out. I do believe, like social media creates this... Currently, it doesn't create a space that's good enough for that. However, that's kind of why I want to do what I want to do because I feel like spaces like this are really good for weeding out all the BS. Okay. When you have a podcast, you can choose to respond to you can choose to respond to the intelligent conversation. You can choose to have an intelligent conversation. And whoever doesn't want to, that's cool. You don't want to, but you'll be a popular podcast if what you're saying is still, if you're still speaking truth, you're still speaking truth, and that's all that's gonna matter. Word. But that's why I'm not really a fan of like celebrity endorsements. Yeah, because I feel like now it's getting to the point where it's kind of just like corny. Like it's just now it's just a voting mechanism. It's it's clickbait for real. Let me get Taylor Swift. Let me get this person. Let me get all the celebrities with the biggest following, and then that way all the kids will vote for me, regardless of whatever information the kids have. Yeah. Like not kids. Like, what do you have to be to vote? Like 16 or something? No, you got to be like 18 to vote or something. Lord have mercy, I don't know. You got to be 18. You got to be 18 to vote. But still 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's be real. We never really gave a shit about politics. We don't care. So for us to be educated...
Not me over here like, nah.
Exactly. Like, we didn't care. But once you get to this age, 25, and you're like... Some of us are buying houses. Some of us are starting families and stuff like that. You actually have to start thinking about, yo, my cost of living is this. Mm-hmm. My taxes are this. Gas prices are going up like this. Even back when Trump was, like, first getting elected and it was a real problem. Everyone had a problem, yeah, but at the end of the day, motherfucker, the way our gas has gone up and the way we stopped selling oil, because it was a thing of, I think oil was in a way used to try and stop Russia from going to war. Mm-hmm. So we basically tried to be like, oh, like Russia, if we stop buying, we're going to stop buying your oil if you choose to go to war. And which basically means, okay, we're not buying oil from them. We don't really produce our own oil. I'm pretty sure we buy all of our oil from external sources. Mm-hmm. But us saying we're not going to buy our oil means that we have to jack up our prices because we now have to buy from more expensive sources. So it's like, yeah, everyone hates Trump, but he also did lower your gas prices. Like, this whole political thing is so complicated to a point sometimes where it's like...
I hear that, and it makes sense, especially because me being one of them... I'm broke, so, like, it makes sense. I feel you. But...
That wasn't to defend Trump either. That was just
to say, I get that.
They should be trying
but
to help
also, like,
with financial stuff.
That's just assuming people don't care about the environment either. And I know they don't, but at a certain point, maybe they, like... should be forced to have to, because, like, I mean, yeah, now prices for things are going up, but, like, I don't know, would it affect how much we use then? Considering that is, like, a natural resource.
No, because at the end of the day, we have to use it regardless. We have to use the same amount we were using before the price went up.
But you don't have to, though.
You do. Because all those people that were... The same amount of gas you used to get to work on Tuesday, when the gas prices rise on Wednesday, you still have to get to work. Don't matter. If it goes up, but I still need gas. That's the problem with the debate is, yeah, like, we can shut off their gas, but, like, we actually still need... There's certain things you just need. You know what I mean? It's very hard to negotiate something that, like...
I feel like I'm still hearing you. But, like, part of me still doesn't care, in a sense.
Yeah, because the solution is different.
Yeah.
The solution is different.
Like,
everyone
my brain is
to be
telling me,
electric cars.
Yeah, everyone's my mind is telling me, like, okay, yeah, there's solutions, but, you know, even that's a cost jump. Not everyone can afford that. That creates other problems. Like, I'm hearing that.
It isn't, though, actually.
But it's just like...
And I wish people knew that going into this electric car thing. There's two things that ruined the electric car thing, and it was the public thinking that, oh, they're going to be expensive because Tesla dropped, like, the Model S as the first Tesla, and they were like, it's $60K, and everyone's like, how are you going to put a car out and everyone's supposed to have it, but it's $60K? Right. And Model 3 was $30K.
People also think when you say electric car, you're thinking a full-on smart car where everything's like automatic locks. And you know what I mean?
People
it's
with
like,
their tin hats think that for sure.
Yeah, it's like, no, the doors still work.
Mind you, we already have enough electronics in the gas cars now. The gas cars of 2024 are like, they're so electronically based that it's annoying at this point. So it's like, why not just make the whole thing electric? I don't really understand why people had such a bias against it. I know one of the things that really ruined it was the government making a decision to basically be like, oh, like, 2026, we're all going to have gas cars. Like, everyone's going to be required to have gas cars. And that's why the price was an issue, because the government was like, you all got to have electric cars. But we're all like, but you can't force me to buy a new car.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes the government says a little too much when in reality, we could have just let the electric cars come out as they were coming out. And I guarantee you, like it happens now, every single car company is making electric cars. Mm-hmm. It would have just caught on eventually. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, electric cars are just better than gas cars. Mm-hmm. Even when it comes to the amount of parts that need maintenance and stuff like that, there's less working parts in an electric car than there is in a gas car. So once it all becomes regulated, mind you, back then another big problem was we don't really know the technology well. Yeah. So like we don't know how to streamline it. Mm. Gas cars been around for how many years? Yeah. Of course we know how to make certain things cheap, certain things not cheap. Once the electric cars have been around for a while, we'll have cheaper parts. We'll have cheaper electric car batteries. Honda will make a fucking car that costs $10,000. Mm-hmm. And then we can all have a little Honda electric car that drives around. Like, they'll eventually figure it out. But everyone being so against it, it's like, why? Why argue? Just let things happen. If they work, they work. People are like, oh, they're going to set on fire. They're going to do this. If it happens, it happens. Gas cars set on fire all the time. They're literally run by a flammable liquid.
Yeah. And they'll create safety measures for that too.
Mind you, a gas car has to have an engine, right? Mm-hmm. Which has to be in the front or the back. Mm-hmm. Whenever you get in a collision, it's normally in the front or back, you know? Mm-hmm. On the front and the back of an electric car is a trunk. The batteries are between the wheels. For Tesla. I don't know maybe if other cars make them different, but for Tesla, their batteries are on a cylinder on the axle between the wheels.
Honestly, I'm going to have to look at my car because I think I do have a battery in between.
So it's like you're getting hit. Now the flammable part of the system is farther away from the contact point. The main time there's ever actually going to be a problem is if like you get hit in the side and it crunches up the battery. And then all the friction. Princeton dog. All of that under my leg. Grab my leg to pull himself out.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, like the friction and the crumple of the battery going together. Yeah, that'll start a fire probably. But you happy to be here, Princeton?
It's like my cat popped up and I'm like, yeah. There you go. Look at my big boy.
Rip my leg out. Alright. Wait, before we get off the presidential thing.
Yeah, what's popping?
When you said the social media thing, I feel like I want people to pay attention like more to who and what they're voting for. Because the whole Taylor Swift thing kind of rubbed me the wrong way, where it's like, I get like you love Taylor Swift, you vibe with her. However, none of y'all know her personally, and none of y'all are in her tax bracket. So that part. Taylor Swift wants to vote for whoever she wants to vote for, but that doesn't mean that's in the best interest of you. Mm-hmm. So this whole social media integrated into like we're basically making presidential celebrities. Yeah. Like it's not really good for the optics of it, and it's not really good for the youth because the youth is just like if they get the chance to vote, they're gonna vote for who Taylor Swift votes for. Mm-hmm. And then it's like right now it's not that bad of a problem because fight fire with fire. We don't really want Trump to win, so thank God. But in general, I feel like it's not really something you want.
I heard everything you said, and I started looking at how long his whiskers are. Like, I don't think I've ever fully noticed. I'm sorry.
His whiskers aren't even that long.
No, they kind of are, though.
His whiskers are longer.
No, they're not. She got little baby whiskers.
Yeah, we do got fat whiskers.
Yeah, don't.
Just chop them off.
I wish you would.
Alright, well. Alright.
Alright.
talked about it the other day with the whole Diddy situation. It kind of puts to light, with like the Jeffrey Dahmer, it's like, oh, you realize that back in the day, like, it was really hard to stop serial killers. Like, it was really hard to find and la-di-da-di-da. And that was a problem of technology. However, this Diddy problem is kind of just a problem of like, why did no one say anything? Because it's almost like the amount of clips that have surfaced of Diddy being like, hey, y'all should have seen the party we had. They would have locked us up. Chains and everything. They would have shut down the party. Why were there no red flags for this Diddy thing? He's been doing what he's been doing for my entire lifespan.
People's pride. I feel like there's way too many people scared of whatever type of footage he got on them. I do feel like everything in that house was recorded somewhere. I do believe that.
Oh, 100%.
So it's just like, I feel like
that toilet cam on deck.
Yeah, I feel like the reason it didn't come up is because so many people were worried about what would have come up about them because they thought they were in an okay place. You know what I mean?
For the celebrities, I mean, I don't blame certain people for like.
Because you also got, I heard like, even like, he was spiking the drinks there, so like you could have just been like a regular,
spiking everything. He was probably spiking crepes.
And next thing you know, like you wake up and he's sending you videos of some crazy whatnot that happened to you, whether you knew it happened or not, and it's just like, excuse me. So yeah, that's probably most likely definitely why.
But my problem is with the general public. Yeah, cool, you're a celebrity. Diddy's got nasty footage of your backside on the toilet or something. But the general public, you're seeing signs, you're seeing like, how did Diddy's popularity persist for this long?
Because their favorite celebrities are supporting them. So they probably thought, yeah, we don't know the real him. They probably know something more that I don't know. So if they trust them, I trust them. Well, because if everyone's supporting him, well, everyone's going to hate you if you diss him. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. Man, respectfully, I have not realized that 1,000 of any substance is diabolical.
Bro, especially baby oil, because, like, bro, for real, one bottle, I don't think I've ever gone through a whole bottle of baby oil.
Yo, and it's crazy that you say that because someone having the same conversation, they brought up a very, very disturbing fact, which is that they needed that much baby oil because certain people just weren't conscious. And when you're not conscious, you're not going to produce anything. Yeah. You're not gonna self-lube if you're not conscious. And Diddy parties was all-night parties, day-long parties, so yeah, there ain't really much to say on that topic. Let's all put our hands together and pray that he doesn't last that long in prison, because
there ain't no way.
Yeah, there's not much explaining, like.
That's why Justin Bieber had the whole bad boy phase. Then it was spiraling.
It's crazy to think, like, he really went through it, bro. Like,
he was spiraling.
He was like a Disney Channel star on a national level. That's, like.
I feel so bad for him, like. Bro, what?
Hey, man, he's cooling now, bro. Bro
must have... yeah, but still,
it sounds messed up, but, like, bro must have really got cool with some black people, because, like, you can tell from his, like, he picked himself up and just got confident, said, it's alright, like, I got where I got, like, I'm good, I got bread, like, I'm gonna just look as good as I can and vibe as much as I want, like.
Nah, facts, like.
Justin Bieber, you deserve it, bro. Because he was doing vile. Oh my God. Speaking of vile things, speaking about TV production taking advantage of its people.
What? Here we go.
Baddies is one thing.
All right.
But Jocelyn's Cabaret
is
insane, bro. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's no way you're allowing these women to. This is actually and thank God in that like first or second episode the cops got called, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to believe shit.
Cause literally what?
There's no way this y'all are just outside just doing everything. And no police come, no disturbances, no like y'all.
But listen. Also keep in mind he don't be watching the show, so he ain't see the whole Jocelyn at the Mayweather fight and all that. He ain't see all that. He don't know about none of that.
Jocelyn do at the Mayweather fight.
So apparently her and this girl was beefing and they seen each other at the spot and like they got it popping and she was here cussing and fussing and fussing for like whole 2 episodes.
That's why she's on probation?
Yeah. That's how I was chuckling. So like Jocelyn be scrapping.
Respect to Jocelyn. Respect to Jocelyn. The world's biggest fucking pimp. But
no, listen, we have to start from the beginning. So
listen, I'll tell y'all right now. Baddies finished. Great finish. Appreciate all the women from the Dominican Republic, honestly. Which one was it? Is it Biggie? Yeah. Biggie's my favorite. I ain't gonna hold you. She brought a lot of wholesome culture to this show. They said
Rolly was Dominican. They said Rolly was Dominican on the show, and I don't.
Biggie is the one that met the family.
Yeah.
Respectfully, if you ask me, Rolly was given hella fake Dominican. Rolly was given like maybe like one of my parents is Dominican, but I never cared about my Dominican like roots. I just grew up in America, and I'm just Dominican by blood.
Like maybe she misspoke or something, because I'm like.
No, she did, because when she was in the car, she was talking about we're gonna go out for a night in DR and we're gonna have fun and I'm gonna show y'all all this stuff, but it was the whole conversation was mad fake. What's she looking for?
Yeah, Rolly Dominican.
No, the whole conversation was mad fake.
From Covered Herself in Alfredo, yeah.
Covered Herself in Alfredo?
Yeah, that's where her original appearance was in 2017 on Jerry Springer. She was looking like a kitty pool or something. She was like, dumping Alfredo's house, and she's a big bitch. Yeah, I don't know, but I was like, what? I don't know. I didn't get it. I don't know. I think it says from Vegas.
Yeah, she was probably born in Vegas, but.
I don't know.
I don't know. Publicly, I don't know. She probably Dominican by blood, but like being Dominican doesn't mean you really rock with Dominicans from the Dominican Republic like that. You feel me? Like
I was about to say, like, yeah, like my family's from Barbados, but like,
haven't been there at all,
like, yeah, like I don't be out there, like
if you haven't been there at all, like you're not really gonna get it. You can very much tell that Biggie.
Yeah. Big Dominican. She's big Dominican.
Very much Dominican. She's very much been to Dominican Republic and lived there and spent time there. Like, it's very clear. But there was a lot of fire in that last episode. Mm-hmm. So much so that it lasted for 3 episodes. And I think I didn't watch the whole season, but I don't even remember their names. Who's the one that chased down that girl off the yacht?
It's on Baddies?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Sapphire, Mariah, and Bianca?
Sapphire. Shout outs to her.
Yeah.
Because she was really real as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about her demeanor, but like she give like I sit at the boss table and like I got biceps, nigga. What up? Like I'll put you in a headlock. She's tough. The rest of them, I don't know much. But given that we're gonna cover this season's Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. And if Baddies makes another rotation, maybe.
Oh, first they definitely do. They already have the auditions out. We're gonna watch the auditions. They're in the Midwest now. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna be on it. Sure. Y'all are crazy though. I don't know. I would want to be on the show, but
yeah, that's my thing. I feel like I would love to be on the show because I feel like I have the personality for it, having fun.
But now that I think about it, I'd just be fighting.
Yeah, and it's like I have to feel like
are annoying.
Because I'm not gonna let somebody bitch me, I have to get in a fight to prove I'm not gonna let somebody bitch me. It's just like, bro, like we only out here for a couple weeks. Like I don't even know you. Like I don't care that much. Like
no. Don't care that much is the point. Like we could just
we're literally here to
go
party
outside
together
and get drunk.
That's literally all we're here for. Like, oh, we're getting that bag. Y'all do show appearances. Y'all show y'all personality so y'all can get your own following for your own business. Is cool. But right here, you just getting turned. You're showing your personality, who I am. Cool. I can do that. I can do that because I'm lit. But like, I'm 5'2". I'm not trying to fight with Rolly. I'm not trying to fight with somebody that's 5'10". Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
you can tell by the show. Like they don't be stepping to the big ones. But that's why I couldn't be on the show because I know for a fact.
And they gonna act like you trying to bitch me, but it's like respectfully though, like
yo, that one scene where she got on the boat and she was like, Mariah ain't win the fight. Mariah ain't win the fight. Mariah ain't win the fight.
She had her.
I won this fight though. I won this one. What's up? And I would have probably got beat up.
She would have.
I probably would have got beat up because I'm about small, bro. I'm about small, and I would have got tossed by my neck off the boat.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting no big bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, too much bait. Yeah, nah. You strong. You got it. You strong.
Yeah.
I forgot at the beginning. I don't know how long this has been going.
I don't know.
I want to say it's been going long enough. But during the intro, I feel like I was the weekly recaps is hard because obviously we're together a decent amount of time. But like, nah. Like, how has your week been? Like, when you look back and reflect as a whole, how has your week been? In the world.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's okay. Cause I've had highs. I feel like I've had lows, and I don't feel like any fully like outweighed the other. I don't feel like anything eventful has happened besides my car getting towed. Cause honestly, fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck that whole shit. Like
yeah. Tow truck companies are not on.
Whatever, but, you know, nothing so terrible has happened either, so it's just like, you know, like, I'm alright.
I'd say.
I feel like I've been in my head a lot, so I'm in stress, but then it's also like, I also have pockets of time, like, I'm not stressed, I'm chilling, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm lifing, I don't know.
It's a roller coaster of emotions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pretty regular week.
Yeah, I feel like this week flew by.
I've been crazy, undermotivated, and I want to do more.
Yeah, I was about to say that when I'm feeling anxious, I feel like it's because like I feel like even when I'm not busy at work, I have so much other time on my hands, and I feel like all of it is spent simply just maintaining things that I don't actually get to create or just fully relax. So now I'm anxious because I'm like, okay, like, am I hustling backwards? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, okay, realistically, I should be working more, but you know what I mean? It's just a constant, like, just in my head about things. It's also like, money do be coming, and I'd be alright. So it's just like, alright, stop tripping. Now I'm not worried about it. And then give it a day or two, and then it's, you know, it's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? So it's just like...
It's almost like I make enough money to fulfill my bills, but I don't make enough money to fulfill myself.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just bored. Like, I want to try something new. I want to... Even when it comes to this, I'm like, I want to get better. I want to figure out how things work, this, that, and the third. This whole episode's probably been a mess. I'm a little tip I'm a little tipsy.
I feel like we did great, though.
I covered a decent amount of topic. I realized already, again, that I missed the topic, which I'm going to spin back to before I end this. But the whole S&G thing.
I knew he was going to say that.
Y'all need to leave my boys alone. I wasn't even going to say nothing at first, because at the end of the day, they shouldn't have said nothing. But this whole internet, I realized this event, this was the first one I was here for, where it's like, I've almost known someone during their career for their entire career. Okay. I've watched almost all of their episodes twice. You know, like I've been there for them coming up and stuff like that. I've known not who these guys are, but for the most part.
You've seen the process. You've seen the growth.
Yeah. So it's like, I know they're genuine people, and it's like, at first I almost couldn't even understand what was going on, because I was like, I've already seen the things y'all are talking about. What are you talking about? Like, even when they went on the thing and they were like, oh, there's no baddies in Atlanta. So what? They spent a day or two in Atlanta.
And that's what I said.
And they were doing a show. My bad. But they were doing a show. Their priority wasn't the women of Atlanta. Like, that question is just a loaded question that doesn't matter. There's beautiful women everywhere. And I'm sure they know that. But for comedic purpose, yeah, if I didn't see anyone good looking, I'd be like, yo. People were mad because they were like, oh, Atlanta's clapped. So what? Literally, so what? A bunch of dudes, a couple of dudes came here and said, your city's clapped for women. Like, like, it's true. It's well and truly not that deep.
You know, and that's where I'm at, because, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not a fan. Like, I don't like them. I don't be on YouTube. I don't watch podcasts like that for real. So I see their clips and I think they're funny, they're cool, whatever. So it's like me being unbiased. It's like, oh, I'm a fan. Like, me having no opinion. I'm saying, like, oh, they're being canceled, and I'm saying, like, okay. I'm seeing clips. I'm like, I don't think the apology lines up to that. So why are they mad about this? Mind you, I watched the video and I'm not understanding why what they said was a problem in the first place. And then I'm seeing the video they're actually apologizing about, and I'm like, well, I still don't see nothing wrong. And then I'm seeing more backlash on a whole other videos, and I was like, oh, so you're just finding a bandwagon because you wanted to hate on people? So because we said we're hating on them, this is like what's gonna happen now? I'm like, everyone hates them. It's just like,
and it sucks because
I see nothing wrong anywhere. Like I kikied at everything they said.
It was annoying because I actively experienced someone like not having the right information.
Yeah.
Whereas like they were literally discussing it, and they were like, oh, they put out an apology video, and one of the people had said, oh, maybe it would have worked if they just made it a part of their video instead of releasing an apology video separately.
Yeah.
They never released an apology video separately.
Okay.
When I saw their apology, it was part of their podcast.
Ain't no way.
It was literally just the beginning intro of their podcast. They said a statement, and they were like, yo, our bad, da-da-da. And everyone saying their apology is, half-assed is like... But they don't really have much to apologize for.
Yeah, I feel like people are offended because, like, part of their dreams request, like, oh, if we just met, like, maybe we'd be together, or they liked me, or, I don't know, something. Only because, like, if my favorite celebrity, I don't know who that would be, but, like, came and then said, yeah, like, oh, CT, no bad bitches. Like, whether I was there or not, like... I'm not gonna think, oh, I was ugly, he's talking about me.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
I'm gonna agree, like, there are a lot of clap folk out here. So, if you saw what I saw, I'm not mad. But I'm not taking it personal neither. Like,
multiple times heard people go to Toronto and be like, Toronto men are ugly, Toronto men ain't shit, da-da-da-da-da. Whenever you go anywhere, you can say the men are trash.
Yeah.
But... they made a simple joke about how the women are ugly. And now, mind you, now y'all are digging up these old clips and talking about, oh, look, they said this, and this is, this is racist, this is messed up. And it's like...
I don't think necessarily said they was ugly either. They just said like, oh, they wasn't like, oh, bad for it. They didn't even say y'all was ugly, like, cause you know what I mean? Cause it's not even like, oh, they was like, oh, talking shit either. It's just like.
Because also
there were just nobody that grabbed my attention. Oh, so you said I'm ugly, like.
But men are gonna be very literal. Men are gonna be very literal. If I didn't see no one that was beautiful, and in fact, if I only saw people that were ugly, I'm gonna be like, dang, bro, like
none of them bad.
Y'all are kind of hit. But there's no saying like, oh, I'm never gonna find a shawty.
I'm not even gonna be mad because
it's not even like it's a joke. At the end of the day, it's a joke. They spent a day or two in the city. They have no concept of whoever's good looking or not. So when you ask them the question, why are they gonna ask it? Why are they gonna answer it seriously?
I don't know, bro. I don't.
It's one of those things, and one of the dudes on the podcast says it all the time. I believe in intention over like the thing that you said. They weren't intending to go on you because they were on another two females podcast, and it's like they didn't intend to be like, yeah, you are all ugly, like literally, y'all, like I don't even, bro. They said it as a joke, came and turned up the city, like.
Yeah, like
they very clearly have no problems with y'all, and for me, it's just a very like dumb thing for me because having all the context of everything they've said, I'm like 75% sure they actually still like black women, despite living in a place that pushes black men to like white women.
Yeah, I was about to say again, like, me being unbiased and I don't watch a lot of podcasts, I don't think anything I've seen, whether it's clips or I happen to see YouTube video, anything gave, like,
mind you,
oh, I don't like black women. It never gave that, so it's just like, unless there's some other clip they're not posting where they, like, said something, it's just like, I'm not getting this. That's not even the point
I'm trying to make is that, oh, they don't not like black women. If they like white women, that's their problem. They can like what they like. That's their business. However, I'm not standing for y'all saying that they're talking bad about black women because not ever in my history of watching their podcast have I ever felt like they intentionally meant to make
that's what I'm saying, yeah,
black women feel bad.
Yeah.
And they honestly cater to their women of black their audience of black women. That's their main audience and they tend to cater to them all the time. So it's like it's crazy to see the switch up for me. Because even with the whole Andrew Schultz thing, it's not even worth debating, and that's exactly why Andrew Schultz didn't really talk about it. Because what is there to say? Andrew is always that's his comedy. Mm-hmm. Racist, racy jokes. That's his comedy. That's what he finds funny. Cool. If that's what he finds funny, other people can follow him and they find it funny. Niche. Cool. But it was very clear on the pod episode that they did. Andrew likes to poke fun. Mm-hmm. Andrew likes to try and get someone to say something that'll make them nervous. And that's all he did. And all they did was laugh at it. So I don't understand where this whole narrative of, oh, they don't like black women. They're I don't know. But what I do know is leave my boys alone because they've work their fucking asses off.
Yeah, because I was like social media influencers or like public figures. They're not social activists. Like they're saying talking about, oh, like we're supposed to be your voice. We're supposed to protect y'all. And it's like you're not. Though you are purely entertainment. Like
you can take whatever opinions you want and do whatever.
You know what I mean? Like you literally just like I'm not trying to mean anything. But, like. You get paid off likes and views. That's what you do. You're not like
right. So at the end of the day, if you're
not
going
to be politically correct. Like you're not like it's not like you know what I mean. Like oh, we gotta protect this community. Like no, your platform. That's it. Like
if you really are out here putting people down and like doing what they're slating them for doing,
degrading so they'd be different.
They wouldn't have had the growth that they had. Majority of their production or their community, I guarantee is ethnic. majority of their people that are watching them and everything. And we've all been watching them, and all have had not a single problem with what they've been saying. And it kind of makes me sick just that this only happened because they went to America.
No, we can't nothing, like...
Literally. Y'all asked for them to come to America for years. They came here for 6 weeks. Bro, I saw in one of the vlogs they posted, he was like, oh, I've thrown so many shirts into the crowd, I went and bought $400 worth of more shirts. These guys came over and just had a whale of a time and just had fun with y'all. And this is the things they get. Y'all immediately turning on them with no even like a week of, oh, well, maybe.
Yeah.
You just immediately turn on them. That's.
I knew they were fake the whole time. It's like, really? You did? Okay, like.
Listen, boys, do your shit. Do your shit. Fuck these things. Literally fuck them. Because I'll tell you right now, even if I were to ever make it to this place that you're at, whether Muff is trying to cancel me or look up old videos or anything of the sort,
I forgot I'm what I said.
Still gonna keep putting out whatever I put out. At this age, there's not much coming out of my mouth that I don't actually mean. So
yeah, actually,
I really doubt I'm gonna say something.
That's like, oh, maybe
that it's not gonna be a thing of they just misconstrued it and now they're like putting it out, so I don't even have to apologize. Same way this happened. The first 10 minutes of this, I said something about white people, and I was like, someone will probably look back at you. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Someone will probably look back and be like, he hates white people.
Yeah, I was like, when Tinder was for white people, I'm like, oh, they gonna sit here and tell me like I'm racist and stuff. Like I'm like,
white people love a dating phase or a talking stage.
Yeah,
like leave me alone, bruh.
Oh my god,
Either way, it's gone on long enough. We gonna hit y'all. This one is gonna come out on a Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah. What day is it?
But regularly, they're probably gonna come out on a Wednesday.
But.
So I don't even know when any of the episodes for any of these shows are. But we'll catch y'all next week. We'll talk about some shit.
What show is it? Jocelyn? Oh, yeah, Jocelyn. It'll be on Sundays.
Oh yeah, so we'll have watched an episode before we come in.
Sundays.
If it's worth talking about.
If it's worth talking about, you know the TV spicy.
Shout out Wet, the star of the episode.
Harrison London. She be outside.
That was insanity, bro.
Let me see Wet. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to hear me out. Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. That part. Yeah.